Let's go finish my work.
한결 편안해지고 했어. 오늘 밤에도 왜가 또 있어줘서 좋은 꿈 매번 지루했어. 요즘 새벽에는 소음이 늘었어. 왜냐면 너의 색다른 blue 새벽에 떨어져 버린 루 하늘이 파란색인 요요 너에게서 I can see the last night.
Me and my roommates have a playlist and I listen to it every time I shower. It's full of so many Brazilian songs that I don't know the words to, but I know the tune so well that I still sing it. So beautiful.
A gente fica amor que não fica.
How is finals going?
I haven't started writing. I was so unmotivated.
How would you describe final season to the world?
It's destroying me.
It is just watching your friends deteriorate, but knowing there's nothing you can do about it because you're also deteriorating.
Like everyone dying. So like
Yeah,
you also
everyone's just dying, but like you can't save them because you're dying too.
Die. Just die.
Okay, but what motivational message do you have for the people doing final season?
You guys, we only have like maybe 1 month or like 1 week for finals. So get it done. And we are free. Life is good.
Life is good. I love living with a positive king. We're dying, but we're thriving.
I hope so.
It's just not a good day until I've had my porridge. Oh my god, I'm feeling bougie for final season because I have vegan yogurt, which is so hard to find here. Also, I don't know how some people in like final exam season, deadly season, can just wear like only jumpers and joggers. Like, I cannot. How I dress influences my motivation and how much I power through. So today we are channeling school head teacher vibe, preppy schoolgirl, I don't know. I'm gonna go sit somewhere for like 4 or 5 hours and then sit somewhere for like another 4 or 5 hours tonight, have a break, see my friends, chill, and then do more work. So another day of finals week. Nearly there, nearly there, nearly there. Let's go. Also, I desperately need a haircut. I feel like I'm gonna have a huge revival after final season, and I cannot wait. I'm just gonna go back to being Jade. I didn't check the weather and it's 26 degrees. This is one of the hottest days we've had here. 26 degrees. Why am I wearing a blazer? Seoul is so green, it's so beautiful.
마스크를 착용합니다. 하차입니다.
Welcome to itaewon, cool, trendy area. I say it's probably the most diverse area I've been. And there's one cafe that I found here, which is a huge cafe called Maxim Plant, and it feels very bougie and very luxury in there. But the reason I love it so much is because they have Oatly milk. So hard to find here. So I'm gonna have my cappuccino with oat milk, and I have also found a new appreciation for coffee. Coffee actually is great. So I don't know what that says about me and workaholism at university, but we do like coffee now. I love working in cafes. I literally love sitting there for like a few hours, just super intense work, focus on one good task. For me, cafes have sanctity of space. Like, I don't go to a cafe to go on my phone or go on social media. Like, when I go to a cafe, I am doing work. I put myself in this sort of mindset, and everyone around me is in the atmosphere of doing work, and it's so cool. And Maxim Plant is just super reliable, which is what I need today. So let's smash the work, let's do it. Okay, so final season. I have got 3 final projects left. They're all due this Friday. It's currently Wednesday, so you can see the eye bags. I have been working. None of them are group projects, they're all solo projects, which I think I prefer because it feels like there's just more control in my time. Like, you're not reliant on other people's schedules, which is quite nice. I've almost finished 2 of them, which is good. I feel like I'm in a decent position. I tried to start quite early, and I met with my professors and stuff. We're okay for now, we're chilling. But I've got one fat assignment which I haven't started. I'm going to start today. It's for my political science elective in government and social change. This course was a steep learning curve for me because I've never studied politics, but it was also super interesting, so I felt like I had like the most to learn, just because I don't know anything about politics, but now I do. Study frameworks for analysing governance, different political science theories, methodologies within political science. We had a unit on social change movements, which was so interesting. As someone with a platform and also interested in like impact work and social change, the course dug into a lot of questions that I have. For example, the role of social media in social change movements, activism versus slacktivism, which is the idea where people post stuff just as like performative activism. Posting stuff doesn't always equate to real tangible change. To what extent is posting on social media really important for awareness and ideological shifts, or more importantly for organising people with like-minded beliefs? But at the same time, is it more useful than protests or other repertoires used in social change movements? I'm also trying to work out if I want to position myself more in the private sector, the public sector, the non-profit sector, with the aim of having some kind of impact. Yeah, and it was super cool to examine the efficacy of a lot of NGO work, the nuanced issues of relying on people for donations, and how NGOs are increasingly at the whim of donors, just like companies are to investors. Non-profits actually have such a huge issue because when they receive donations, they have to show tangible change, tangible projects to the people giving the money, which means they often just do quick fix things to create short-term change instead of long-term change, which might be able to show results to donors as quickly. I've also studied some business courses, so it's just so interesting thinking about the similarities between the sectors, the collaboration between the sectors, many issues within capitalism, and how business and the private sector will never be able to help the bottom billion people. Even with solutions like microfinance, the bottom billion people still need NGOs and non-profits and governments to just step up and help. Okay, I'm going to cut most of that because I just rambled in a very unstructured way. But it's been a great course, and it has led me to examine the world in a lot of different ways. Some of my essays have been critiques of different political scientists' work. I did a paper on the causations of democracy. My final project is to pick a social movement, a contemporary social movement of the last 10 years, and to use all the frameworks and theoretical approaches from class to analyse it and then make suggestions for how it could be more successful. Which is overwhelming because that's such a cool assignment and a huge assignment, and I'm like, oh, what do I pick? I'm passionate about so many things. I want to dig into so many things. I think I want to do something about the climate crisis, so maybe Fridays for Future. Yeah, we'll see. I'm going to do some research now. Let's do it. It is 4 hours later. I have done a lot of research. I've almost made an outline of my essay and I'm gonna go get some lunch. Final season, I'm going all out. I'm treating myself to my favorite vegan place. I think this place I'm gonna go was actually the first vegan restaurant in Seoul, I wanna say. It's got an amazing reputation. They have amazing food. The staff are super wonderful. All plants in Itaewon. Also, how cute, you know? I'm working super hard all day on my own. I'm in my little brain. Oh my god, wait, this view. Ah, so beautiful. Can you see that in the distance? Just a casual view. And here we've got this music library. I just love Seoul. Yeah, how cute. I'm gonna treat myself to a little date with myself. I might even get a burger. I might even get a smoothie. I'm gonna reset. I'm not gonna think about my huge list of things to do. After this, I can go back to work. Also, after all this research, I'm just feeling like, damn, how can we make climate justice more successful? How can we make that a top of mind priority for all these politicians, for all these people in the top of corporations who care a lot more about money than they do about not only the environment, but indigenous communities, BIPOC communities, people in the lowest tier of the world who are going to be affected first by climate change. Like how can you incentivize these individuals who hold so much power to care? How can you get them to look beyond just pure economics? You have no idea how much right now I just want to sit down with like the CEO of BP and just dig into him as a person. In my head, I'm just like, this man must be so in the bubble of money and the pressure of investors and the pressure of business and the thousands of people that he employs and is working with, thinking so much of the bureaucracy of the organization, thinking about every environmental protest group as just a challenge, like a game that you can overcome, and if you have enough money as a corporation that you can just squash these environmental protesters. Like, I really just want to sit with him and talk to him, not in a judgmental way of like, you're destroying the earth, which you are, but like, I don't know, maybe this is a very Jade thing. I really want to take this guy on like a 1 week no phone meditation retreat with me. If you're watching this, CEO of BP, hi, I invite you. We can be besties and just really dig into them and their motivations, because I don't think that anyone would willingly do what they are doing unless it's just the byproduct of their life, their motivation structures, the context around them, the day-to-day pressures they're in. I just don't think any human is inherently evil, and I think if you dug into the bottom of it and you really showed these people at the top the damage that they are having to the world, my hopeful, optimistic self believes that things will change. Change is so freaking slow, and it can't be slow. Like, there's no time. There's like 150 million people, climate refugees, who are predicted to die in the next few years because we're too slow to replace our awful existing systems with sustainable solutions that are going to at least mitigate climate change. Climate change is tangled up with almost every social issue you can imagine, with gender equity, with poverty, with inequality globally, with fast fashion and its issues with the people in labor. Oh my god, the casual magic of seeing the Londoner. I feel so validated. It blows my mind that I used to be scared to go for a meal alone. Wow. So grateful, my god, so good. Sleep, health, physical health, the foundations of being happy, I swear. If you've never gone for a meal alone and it feels really like strange to imagine, and you feel like it would be embarrassing and like people will be looking at you and thinking, oh, are they waiting for someone? I really challenge you to do it at some point. Obviously when lockdown isn't as much of a thing and you can go out safely, I don't know, you just notice the flavors in food more. You can just be with your thoughts. Like, I invite you to try not to be on a screen, that you can listen to music. You just can take in the ambience of the place you're in. It feels like self-love. And if your thoughts are troublesome, I really relate. Like, my thoughts can sometimes be a lot. You can listen to a podcast. You can challenge yourself to describe in your mind like you're the main character of a movie and describe in your head the surroundings, how the plants on the ceiling look, how there's like a bubble of conversation, how the food tastes, and how the main character, aka you, is feeling. I don't know, for me, that's romanticizing your own life. It is 2 hours later and I finished the full outline of my paper, which is good. I kind of still want to write it today. My aim is to finish a first draft by the end of the day. I'm gonna go chill for a bit. I might go for a walk. I want to sit somewhere and do a meditation. I can't switch my brain off. So yeah, I'm gonna go rest my brain for a bit. I've got some meetings tonight. Yesterday we had a big housemate dinner, which was such a welcome break from finals. Yeah, I'm excited to see my housemates later. Bye. Home. I'm gonna pick up some bananas. This is the expensive banana seller. If you walk just one shop down in my area, you can get bananas for 1,001 cheaper. These are the tips you have to know. 안녕하세요. 감사합니다.
Today we have a guest.
Hi.
It's Jade. Jade.
Me in final season, honestly, quite jaded. Can we just talk about, so Duke's top says, give yourself a break. Give
yourself a break.
And do you know what this man never does? He never gives himself a break.
No.
So if you're in the comments, tell him to take a break.
No, guys.
No, I've got proof. I have evidence that he never takes a break. Last week, his screen time was 12.5 hours a day. 12.5 hours, that's like all the waking hours of the day was spent on a laptop doing finals.
That's not true. I did less than this fucking girl. She did a lot. She's like really efficient worker.
You're efficient too.
I hate her though so much because she just make me feel so guilty because I didn't do that well. I'm really like emotional worker. Like I work and when I feel good.
I just had dinner from the vegan cooking group who have saved my life all semester. Me and a group of friends take turns to cook for each other. So I don't cook that often, but when I do, I cook for many people. And one of my friends there is super passionate about climate justice. Like it is her area. She's part of loads of different climate justice networks, knows a lot of activists. And I had such an insightful conversation with her over dinner. Just examining so many questions about social media's role within activism in general. It is 8 p.m. and I'm gonna try and write a draft of my essay. Busy days, my god, I'm exhausted, but we're okay. We're gonna do it. Also I cleaned the table and it makes me so happy, a clean table. I've got my tea. I'm just thinking in 1 week this will be over. I can enjoy Seoul. I can hike Bukhansan, which is a mountain in Seoul I really want to hike. So for now I drag myself to my desk once more and we write.
How do I forget this? Act like nothing ever happened. I don't understand.
Do you guys remember when 2 days ago in final season I was like, I was doing my work and I was being productive, but I was also kind of enjoying my life? I'm not enjoying my life right now. It's 9:48 p.m. My final project of the 3 is due at 3 p.m. tomorrow and I've not written anything. I've not written anything. I've done research, I've got an outline, but I've not written anything. 2,000 words just needs to magic itself. I just feel burnt out. Yesterday I slept from 8:30 p.m. to 8 a.m. the next day and it was blissful and it was 12 hours of much needed rest. But now I have an assignment due in like 17 hours or something, so I don't pull all-nighters. I've just told myself at university I'm never going to pull an all-nighter. So I'm going to work methodically tonight. We're going to be okay. We're not going to stress. And then I'm going to wake up probably tomorrow at like 5 a.m, bang it out, not overthink it, and just get it done. So nearly there. Let's go.